There's something unsettling about watching a bird frantically fly around inside its cage, right before your eyes. It's like the animal has a premonition about a disaster and it's trying to warn you, but it can't. In the eerie seconds before a catastrophic event, there's nothing quite as unnerving. And what's even more unnerving is that this happens just before an earthquake strikes. You've probably heard of stories like these before where pets display strange behavior minutes before an earthquake. But did you know that octopuses can predict earthquakes too? If you didn't know that already, stay tuned until the end because today we will talk about how and why they can predict earthquakes. Octopuses are enigmatic creatures that have fascinated humans for centuries. With their 8 tentacles, intelligence, and adaptability, they have earned the title of being one of the most unique animals on the planet. But did you know that they can also predict earthquakes? That's right. These amazing animals have the ability to sense the tremors of an earthquake before they happen, and this makes them an invaluable tool for scientists who are trying to better understand these natural disasters. So what exactly is it about earthquakes that triggers this response in octopuses? How do they actually detect these vibrations and what can we learn from them? Join us as we dive into the world of octopuses and explore their incredible ability to predict earthquakes. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button for more videos like this. Octopuses have been observed to change their behavior in the days or hours leading up to an earthquake. Some have become more aggressive or agitated, while others have exhibited unusual swimming patterns or have attempted to escape their enclosures. This behavior has been witnessed in both captive and wild octopuses, and it has led researchers to believe that these animals may have a sixth sense when it comes to predicting earthquakes. In fact, there have been numerous reports of strange octopus behavior before earthquakes around the world. In Japan, for example, zookeepers at the Okinawa Chirami Aquarium noticed that an octopus in one of their tanks began to pace back and forth frantically right before an earthquake struck the island. Similarly, in Taiwan, an octopus was seen escaping its enclosure at an aquarium moments before an earthquake hit the area. And in Greece, fishermen reported seeing octopuses abandoning their dens in the days leading up to a major earthquake. Now, it is important to note that these are just a few of the many stories of octopus earthquake predict. In fact, there have been so many that some researchers have begun to take them seriously. One of the most compelling cases of octopus earthquake prediction occurred in 2009 in L'Aquila, Italy, in the days leading up to a 6.1 magnitude earthquake that struck the city. Local residents reported seeing strange behavior in the animals around them, including snakes leaving their hiding places and dogs whimpering and refusing to eat. But perhaps the most disturbing behavior was that of the fish in the local pet store. According to reports, the fish began to panic and bang against the walls of their tanks as if they knew something was wrong. And then, when the earthquake struck, the fish were found dead. Of course, skeptics might argue that these are just anecdotes and that there is no concrete evidence that octopuses can actually predict earthquakes. However, there have also been studies that have shown a correlation between unusual animal behavior and seismic activity. In one study conducted in Japan in the aftermath of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, researchers interviewed residents in the affected areas about any unusual animal behavior they had witnessed before the quake. They found that many residents reported seeing birds flying erratically in the days leading up to the earthquake, as well as dogs barking incessantly and cats meowing excessively. These findings were consistent with other studies that had been conducted in the years prior, which showed similar correlations between earthquake activity and animal behavior. So how exactly do octopuses and other animals sense earthquakes before they happen? Well, the answer may lie in their sensory systems. Animals such as octopuses have much more sensitive senses than humans, particularly when it comes to sensing vibrations and changes in their environment. In the case of octopuses, they have specialized cells in their skin called statocytes, which act like tiny accelerometers. Statocytes are located all over the octopus's body, including its arms, and they contain small crystals that move in response to changes in movement or acceleration. These changes can include the subtle vibrations that occur in the earth before an earthquake. By sensing these vibrations, octopuses may be able to detect the onset of an earthquake long before humans are aware of any danger. Another explanation for how animals, such as octopuses, can sense earthquakes is that they are able to detect changes in the Earth's electromagnetic field that occur before a seismic event. Some researchers believe that the Earth emits a low level of electromagnetic radiation that can be detected by sensitive animals. Changes in this radiation may signal the buildup of energy in the Earth's crust that eventually releases as an earthquake. Additionally, animals may be able to detect changes in the Earth's magnetic field, gravity, or barometric pressure that occur before an earthquake. These changes can cause stress in animals, leading to unusual behaviors such as pacing or attempting to escape confinement. Of course, it's important to remember that while animals such as octopuses have remarkable sensory abilities, they are still animals and their behavior can be influenced by a wide range of factors. It is possible that some of the observed earthquake-related behaviors in octopuses may be due to stress or anxiety rather than a true ability to predict earthquakes. Nevertheless, the numerous reports of octopus earthquake-related behavior are too many to simply dismiss as coincidence, and the potential for animals to play a role in earthquake early warning systems is too great to ignore. Imagine a network of sensors that could alert people to the onset of an earthquake within seconds, giving them time to take cover and potentially saving countless lives. It might sound like science fiction, but it's actually already a reality. Researchers in China, Japan, and other countries have been testing earthquake early warning systems that utilize the behavior of animals such as rats, pigs, and chickens. These systems consist of sensors placed in animal enclosures that monitor things like movement and sounds. When animals exhibit unusual behavior, the system triggers an alert. While these systems are still in the experimental stages, they have already shown promise in detecting earthquakes before they happen. The idea of using octopuses specifically to predict earthquakes is still in its infancy, but the potential benefits are clear. Octopuses are highly sensitive creatures that are already used in a variety of research settings. By tapping into their natural abilities, we may be able to develop new and effective ways to detect earthquakes before they strike. While we may never know exactly how octopuses and other animals can predict earthquakes, the fact that they can do so is undeniable. These incredible creatures have the ability to sense the subtle changes in their environment that can signal an earthquake before it happens. By studying their behavior and understanding their sensory abilities, we may be able to harness their power to save lives and property in the future. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content like this. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep exploring the world around you and never stop asking questions. Who knows what amazing discoveries you might make? For now, though, it's time to say goodbye. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you never miss out on any of our future uploads. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.